greatest voice of all times. Period. That's it.
Show your love for Belinda Davis.
For me, Whitney is everything. Yeah. Great artist. Legendary.
That was the moment we've been waiting for.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Anthony. Okay, kids, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We begin with the news. Referendum. St. Martin independence. You know, we talk about this over the years that we've been on this journey called Late Night. And we've seen a bunch of independentistas, we've seen persons who are against it, and then we've seen this government. This by far has been, the parliament before actually was the most independence. And then this government, what do you expect? Do you expect for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, that we have in a Curacao Prime Minister? I should stop calling him that now because he's not from Curacao. But his accent, sorry. Look, all right. Anyway, so you have the Curacao sounding Prime Minister of St. Martin. And then, of course, you have the founder of St. Martin also, Sarah Westcott Williams, are the founder of St. Martin and the world. Now, it's important that you realize that these people came from, or they're old school. So they came from the time where they orchestrated or they facilitated the system that we have. So, you know, the Dutch say, hey, do that. And then we say, okay, geen probleem. Waar moet ik gaan zitten? Yeah, where to go, what to do, no problem. And then they establish the system, political system we have now, which is a tres politicas. You know what I mean. Coming back to this very serious topic, how is it that we can't make up our mind whether we want independence or not? And in order for us to know whether we want independence or not, we would have to organize something called a referendum. Yay! Because only in a referendum is where people, the voters, you, actually decide if we good or we not. All the people on social media that talking is just a fraction of what the population actually is thinking about. Or you stop thinking that social media is a real place. It is not. Say, Martin, not so much, but you understand what I mean. Because if we're going to be, it's not a real place. If St. Martin is not going to be a real place, let's at least be independent so that we can say officially that we're not a real place. But at least it's our not a real place, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, Parliament took place today, and my God. So, last Parliament meeting, there was, of course, the lovely members of Parliament voting on the motion on whether we should organize a referendum. That's it. So that whether we should go independent. So, we have to organize a referendum. So, the people, this is the first step. But according to the members of Parliament who are part of the government, that's a problem now. Ludmina de Weaver, Member of Parliament.
Motion points, the voting again that came up during the budget debate. And considering that the whole way, and I know that I'm not the first person to say it, the whole way we went about allowing this motion to be handled for a task or an authority that is actually held by Parliament, I'm just wondering whether or not we can take time. My suggestion would have been to take time to sort of caucus to see whether or not we wanted to continue with this vote, or whether we could ask the persons that act, the requesters of it, to pull it back, because of the fact that what we're doing with this vote on independence discussion is basically assigning a task that belongs to Parliament, to the Council of Ministers, to come back and tell us about it, but it starts here. It's an option that starts here. And I know that part of the requesters are not here, but I wanted to see if we could actually have a discussion about that, because also what you notice that is going out in the public is a little bit of misinformation that's happening or surrounding this. It's making it look like it's a discussion of yes or no, and it's not that, because the process started incorrect in the beginning. The process is supposed to say this has to originate in the House of Parliament. It is not about House of Parliament alone saying, no, we don't want this, and coming up to a tie again, because as everyone knows, if we come to a tie again today, it is going to be rejected at the end of the day. So I would like to see whether or not there is a possibility of us to discuss this over again, because right now, the way that it's going out, it is not fair that there's misinformation surrounding this process. The process originates here. It is not something that we give and hand over to the Council of Ministers to do. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Are you confused? Anything else happen? And then you come back. Okay, now I know the founder is going to set the record straight. She's going to say, no, let's vote on this because it's important that St. Martin comes first. Sarah, come in for the win now. Let me go.
Members of Parliament, the matter brought forward, especially by MP De Weaver, with respect to the particular motion before us, is I was reading a little note passed to me, but I was saying that what was brought forward by MP De Wever regarding the motion was something that I highlighted during the meeting on this motion. We're actually at the stage now where in a next meeting of Parliament, only the voting on the motion is up for voting, nothing really. In fact, I would have given the members of Parliament the opportunity to briefly motivate their vote, but even that is now really necessary in this meeting. It's just the voting that has been postponed until another meeting. I didn't want too many meetings without bringing this to a vote because that is what the rules of order prescribe. So that's the point where we're at. The discussion regarding not so much the essence of the motion, but rather the way the motion is formulated was discussed in a previous meeting. And again, we're now at the point where basically it's about voting, only the voting. We had the opportunity to only postpone the voting, which happened. So there's no way we can open the discussion on this particular motion.
Auntie Sarah! But Auntie Sarah, what happened? I don't believe this. I'm upset. I thought Auntie Sarah would have bring it home. Nope. So now, as you know, according to the rules of order, when a motion if it's tied the first time, it goes over to the next meeting. If it's tied a second time, the third public meeting, it automatically means that the members of Parliament don't want you to decide whether you want to be independent or not. The representatives, the people you vote for. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Dick, let's begin.
What is it?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. Remember during the election season, just about 6 to 7 months ago, no, it was 9 months, right? It was 9 months? About 9 months ago, we had elections. August last year. And if you remember, in Parliament, the different political parties that came, they made some promises. And they said some things. And it's important for us to remind these political parties and these politicians, these members of Parliament, these Council of Ministers members, that words really do matter. Yeah. So let's take a different flashback this time. And we are just going to flashback just a couple of months ago. And let's see how and what these lovely politicians said. Take a look.
For you to address your supporters and the viewing public.
Thank you very much. Like I said when I came in, the now is here. And we are here again. And we are here to tell the people of St. Martin, don't lose faith. As I was explaining earlier when I was interviewed with DCOM, I had a conversation with a young man and he said, what is there to have faith in? What is there? Faith in what, Chris? Hope in what? And I tell him, hope in now. Hope that we can make our country better. Hope that we believe that we are all created equally. Hope that there's a supreme God. Hope that blessings can rain down and shower on us. Hope that things will be better with now. And that's why we are here. We are here to tell the people of St. Martin, you got it right the first time. Let's do it better the second time. Second time around, the now is here. And the now is here to represent each and every individual in this country, every creed, every race, everyone, regardless to who you are. The now is here. And we are here to tell the people of St. Martin, keep the faith, keep the hope, because we believe in you. And we are asking you to believe in us. Just to stray a little bit, I want to send out prayers, well wishes, and blessings to the island of Grenada and Carriacou and Petit Martinique, because they have just passed through a devastating hurricane. We know what that feels like. We know what that is all about. And we are keeping our fingers crossed. We may not be ready, but we are always prepared to take on every challenge that comes to this island. This island nation stands strong. And we will be better. Wait, the now is here. I thank you very much.
Good morning to my team of the Democratic Party of St. Martin. 70 years of service to the people of St. Martin. Today, while we would have preferred not to have a second election in the time span of less than a year, we believe that we are more called now than ever to step up to the plate and continue to provide a representation to the people of St. Martin. This is the time. Yes, it's a snap election. I know people are so discouraged with the many issues that St. Martin is facing at this moment. Not in the last place, the fact that we are in the middle of a hurricane season. As we continue our campaign, we will take this into consideration, that people on St. Martin are hurting, that issues such as GEBE will not go away because there is an election campaign going on. No, those issues that our people are facing, we feel them too. And so, while our campaign is going to be a call to St. Martin to stand strong, even during these times, it is the 23 of us, our supporters, and the people of St. Martin, who will make a difference once and for all. We cannot continue to burden the people of St. Martin with elections just because one or two persons will not get their way. No, St. Martin needs representation. St. Martin needs passion and compassion. And so today I am most proud to present you of the main voting bureau with a slate of candidates, 23 candidates, each and every one committing to serve their country. We have a motto. It is country, number one, party, number two, and then we as individuals and what we bring to the table. I want to say to St. Martin again, stand and remain strong. This too will pass. And on the 20th of August, and I say 20th because it's the day after election, together we will celebrate. And the echo that has vibrated throughout the country just yesterday, Emancipation Day, will continue to be heard even stronger on August 20th. Free, free at last, St. Martin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow SAM supporters, people of St. Martin. It is a shame that after having elections 6 months ago, we find ourselves right back here with a total disregard to St. Martin citizens, our country, the investments being made, and our social fabric. Each and every one of you that are on this esteemed board did your part for the elections of January the 11th. You did your part. And then after, went on to continue to contribute to St. Martin in a positive way. Unfortunately, the people that we elect are not doing their part. It is time for St. Martin to get off the road that it is on, because we are on a road to destruction. I am sounding the alarm now. If we do not bring about change and real change to this country, we are going to destroy it. We are no longer at the crossroads. We have taken the wrong turn. I'm going to tell you a story about the priest and the Levite. The priest and the Levite was walking along the road, and there was a man on the side of the road, and he was sick. He was beaten up. But the priest passed, and the priest said, I am not going to stop and help him because maybe it's a trap. And the Levite passed, and the Levite said the same thing because they was concerned about them. But the Good Samaritan passed, and he turned the question around. He said, if I do not stop to help this man, not what would happen to me, but what will happen to him. If we do not stop to help St. Martin, what will happen to St. Martin, not us? That's why we're here, like-minded. That's why we're here. This is the passion that is burning in every candidate. We are the Good Samaritans. We are the ones that are going to turn this country around, that 4 years and 8 years from now, we can be proud and go down in the annals of history saying that they are the ones that got it right. We love this country, but it's more to say that you love it, you're going to have to show it by your actions. The actions that took place on May the 20th that thrusted us into this situation is totally irresponsible and immature. We do not need immaturity in government. When you make decisions in government, you are making decisions that affect every aspect and every facet of your society. From the biggest to the smallest, you have to take those things into consideration. St. Martin deserves better. Yes, this country deserves better. I have presented a list of candidates that all have a proven track record in their fields. We celebrated Emancipation Day yesterday. We have Rhoda Arundel, who is the one that was responsible for us being able to celebrate that. And every other candidate in their own way Tamara Leonard as a member of parliament, proven track record, Claude Chacho Peterson, and all of my candidates, Delano Samuel, young, energetic, Ruben Ponteflet, young, energetic, Billy Jean-Baptiste, Cecil Nicholas, all of these are willing to, in Zinga Lake, well, I didn't forget, in Zinga Lake, but all of these are ready to contribute, Lucien Benscorp, and as well as Mario Henrietta. These are the candidates that we are putting forward to represent this country. And there's one thing that we instilled, that St. Martin comes above all. It is not a cliche. That's why we have 12 candidates. That's why we did not full a list, because we didn't want to just put people on the list for putting them sake. You cannot make people vulnerable when you're putting them in the political dynamic as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Good Samaritans.
Yeah! Who are we?
The Good Samaritans.
Who are we? The Good Samaritans. Yeah.
And this is not an election that is a normal election. It's a snap election, and we must remind the electorate how we got here in the first place. And it's up to the electorate to go out and do what is not what is right for them, but what is right for this country. Like the Good Samaritan, he turned the question around. He said, if I don't do something for this man, not what will happen to me, but what will happen to him. We are here to fix this broken, beautiful country that we call St. Martin. Yes. God bless you all. Serious people for serious times.
Today, it gives me great pleasure to submit an intact list of 10 candidates plus 2 for a total of 12 candidates to contest this snap election. And I just have a few words that I want to say here today as we go into this very rapid election so soon following our January 2024 general election. The Party for Progress are not entertainers. We are not Millie Rosas. We are not paid actors or mouthpieces hiding behind fake names or chatting just to chat. We are politicians. We are professionals. We are leaders who believe in the noble art of politics and leadership. We are daughters and sons of St. Martin, of St. Martiners. We are concerned citizens who planned and prepared and committed to being your servants, because you do not deserve half and half pretenders that play at being leaders. We are your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, your colleagues, your waiters, your nurses, your friends. Maybe you may even think we're your enemy. But we will always tell you the truth instead of fooling you with a lie. And enemies do not tell you the truth. Enemies cover the truth in sugar and fool you into eating it. Enemies pretend to be about integrity and service, but cause war in their own home because of a vote count. Enemies scheme and they plot and they break things because what they want is power. What they need is power, because without it, they are nothing. And you alone can take that power away. We are weary. After all, we were just here a few months ago, guys. But you are exhausted. In January, we asked you to come out and vote, and here we are asking you to do it again. But it's different this time, right? I know you feel it as well. This is a fight for the life of St. Martin, for the lives of you and your children and your grandchildren. You know what you need to do. You need to tell your mother, your brother, your grandfather, your neighbor, your clients, your granddaughters, and everyone that this golden wave, it continues. It is constant, it shifts, and it grows with your help alone. So on Monday, August 19, 2024, choose to come aboard this golden wave, choose the future, and choose progress for yourself and for St. Martin.
Wait. I ain't done yet. We're going to take a commercial break and then we're going to come back because this is good.
And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to be. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me all that I should know. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to be. To evoke some empathy. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to see.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure to tune in.
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
For over 50 years, we've understood the power of connection. Back when connecting St. Martin to the world seemed impossible, we made it possible. From pioneering international calling to introducing digital mobile services and laying the foundations for fiber optic technology, we've kept you connected wherever life or business takes you. And through it all, we've proudly supported the vibrant culture, traditions, and people that make St. Martin unique. But that's not where our journey ends. It's where it starts again. With a brand new commitment to connecting you, we've been working tirelessly behind the scenes to improve our services and bring you a better, more reliable network. We've restored the SMPR1 fiber cable that connects St. Martin to the world, ensuring faster speeds and greater stability. Our mobile platforms are being upgraded, and we've expanded our mobile coverage so you can stay connected wherever you go. Our new customer service system is easier to use and more efficient than ever. Plus, we're continuing to expand our fiber network, bringing you the most advanced internet available. But beyond pioneering technology, we're committed to uplifting our community, because this is our home too. That's why we provide free connectivity to many schools across St. Martin, equipping the next generation with the tools to connect, learn, and grow. At Telem, proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
Okay, let's continue with the promises. You know, the politicians, they're a bunch of Mr. Promises and Mrs. Promises. Let's continue. I want to hear more of the lies.
I have watched, I have listened today, and I have heard political gimmicks, political rhetoric. I come to you today, no pen, no pad, no computer, but a heart and a mouth. Because I will speak from my heart. I never expected us to be here 5 months after election. However, as the slogan says, you have one more chance to get it right. One more chance to save our people. Let us understand that the people are our most precious gem. You had your chance. When we governed, we gave you 4 years. But we are back here in 5 months. I will say this. I will use this opportunity not to look at the others, but to speak about the United People's Party and the new way up. What we stand for: economic growth, social increments. We are the only party speaking about a livable wage for our people. Despite what they may say, we were the only party in 5, 6, 7, 8 years to touch the pension, to touch the minimum wage. And we will continue to work for each and every one of you, St. Martin. It will not be an easy route, but we are prepared to take it. Many have counted us out. Many have said, we won't be here today. But I say to you, look at the Tribune and look at the streets. The United People's Party is here to stay. Yes, sir. I refuse to be anyone's puppet and sit and let them blame the millennials for the destruction of this country, when the millennials, like myself, has been beneficial to this country. The GEBE, the TELEM, the airport, the slanders, the misappropriation of funds were way before I thought of being a politician. Don't think the people have short memories. People of St. Martin, I know you are discouraged. But when I go and I sit and I speak with you and I show you the accomplishments of not only myself, but my party members, what we have accomplished in Parliament, having someone that has the most amendments, the most legislations, having someone... having someone that held down 2 portfolios. There are people who can't even do 1 ministry right, and I did both of them. Not to mention earning the name Minister of Everything. So, St. Martin, I say to you on August 9th, join us. 19th, I want to come sooner. I'm so ready, I want to come sooner. On August 19th, this is the new way up. And you have one more chance to get it right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair of the Main Voting Bureau. Good afternoon to each of you doing service to Country St. Martin in this unfortunate but second election for 2024. One we didn't ask for, but we will definitely ensure we represent for to make sure the people of St. Martin have good representation in Parliament and that we actually, how you say, right the wrongs and ensure right the wrongs where we have seen the fragmentation of our votes and get our people back on board so that we can resoundingly, like we did in 2010 and in 2014, take the victory resoundingly, because the people of St. Martin, all the people of St. Martin deserve leadership that is stable, deserves a party that is stable, because in 4 years, we have proven that hard work and dedication could take us through not 1, but 2 major crises. And here we are today, poised, like I said back in January, for prosperity, and they continue to throw rocks, but we're not afraid them. They came and they threw rocks, and then they banded up with 4 by 2 to form the most unstable government that St. Martin has ever had.
17 days.
Unstable because they could not keep it together. Up to today, they cannot agree on one single thing. Ask when last they had a last COM meeting. Ask them. But at the end of the day, I am here to say that 17 strong candidates, backed by all of the others who did not opt to run this year, are here to show you that we're here to stay, that we're integral, we do it the right way, we are the real advocates, we are solid like a rock, still solid like a rock, that we are the strong voice for the people, because the 4 we have in Parliament are the voices of the people. We keep it real in here, and we ensure that the people are represented. Financial statements that were in arrears for how long? We could tell you a gamut of things the National Alliance has done, not just in these 4 years, but over the 40 years that we have been in opposition. We were no fly-by-night company. We have been in the trenches for years. And over the past, from 2010 come up, we have shown to be the people's choice. They could have banded together, but we were the biggest party after the end of the day. And we will remain the biggest party because the people are disappointed in what is now the government of St. Martin. They can say what they want. They can throw all the rocks they want, but the NA is here to stay. They continue to question and we can answer. They continue to throw rocks and we could catch and throw back. Because at the end of the day, they have a legacy of 40 years of mismanagement of this country. And all of the smaller parties, oh yeah, they're celebrating 70. But they also have all their little offshoots are all derivatives of that same party. So when you vote for them, you're getting back what you had 40 years ago. If you want a government that is consistent, that works. And we know that things don't happen as fast as we want them to. But if we don't do it the right way, then it is not done. Then it is temporary. It only lasts for one-year election cycle. But we want what? 4 years of stable government. 4 years. And one thing we must ensure is that evil never sits in these seats. As I have said in many an interview, and I've also said to many of the candidates that wanted to be on this list but just were not quite ready, they felt it was too quick. When good people stand on the side, bad things happen. So I'm going to ask all the good people of St. Martin to go out there and vote. Vote right, vote white, vote the National Alliance. From the leader right down. Leader right down. We brought on another woman as well. We have women even supporting, though they're not running this year. We want gender equality. We want a good environment. We want education that works for our children. And all the haters can be out there talking, but we see where that one ran to. We know what we have to do to fix education, and we have the people to do it. And we will ensure that education will be the bedrock upon which we build equality in this country. So that it's not just a good St. Martin for a choice few. If you look at those parties, they have been enjoying the bounty. But when we got in power, we made sure that the people of St. Martin had SSRP, that the businesses were saved, that we could bounce back, and now our economy is booming. The IMF said it, the CFT said it, but we have to do the right things today. We can either go towards prosperity or go towards the past. On what side will you be? Let us be on the side of the National Alliance. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for your patience. It was a long day, but all I got to say is the devil's a liar, and his will be done. All glory and praise to my Father, the Almighty Most High Yah. The last time I had a speech here, I started with Proverbs 29:2. Nothing's changed. That verse is, when the wicked rule, the people will suffer. The people will cry, they'll be sad. They'll be poor and they'll mourn. But when the righteous is in authority and power, the people will be happy. The people will prosper and they'll be wealthy. As you could see today, the people are suffering. The people are crying. And the Most High have gave you all, this great nation, St. Martin, a righteous nation. I don't care what nobody says. I love St. Martin. That's why I fight for it. Another chance to vote for him, which is ECE. I registered ECE, but he created ECE. So ECE is for the people, by the people, created by the Most High. So a vote for him is a vote for ECE. We stand for righteousness, unity, and love empowerment. We empowering the youth of today and tomorrow for today and tomorrow. And as you know, I love the youth. You guys always see me trying my best to look out for the future generation, especially my little nephew. Everybody know me as Uncle Cuz, right? And as the proverbs say, anybody who causes these little children to sin, to do wickedness, right, interferes with their future, it's better you put 2 blocks around your neck and jump in the water, the lagoon or the ocean, because there will be wrath, right? We know right now there's a lot of wickedness, greed, idolatry, abominations, obeah, confusion, chaos, and corruption in the island. As you could see, it started from our government, go right down. We back again. I just been here a few months ago. I told everybody, when the righteous is in power, everybody gonna be good, but we right back. So this gives you an idea of what we're going through. That's why ECE have waged a war on corruption, and we have a political revolution going on throughout the island, transparency. You ain't seen no parade today. I could have brought out a lot of youths with bicycles and stuff. You ain't see no big show, bunch of flags and all that stuff with me. Because after this, we going right back to work. I got to help defend my people at the hospital. They calling me every day. This is what we do. So we ain't come here for no show. We came to work. But I know some people might say, yeah, but ECE, how can you do this by yourself? We don't have enough people here. We have enough righteous people here. I know the church might, get the criticism every now and then, but I'm using them because they believe in Christ. Jesus Christ, as the world call him. I call him Yahushua, right? That's the Messiah. They got about 100 churches on the island. So if even 10 righteous people in the church vote ECE or supports ECE, we got 1,000 supporters just from there. I'm not even talking about nobody else. So this is why I say that the righteous people, the strong people, have to come out and stand strong. Then we could make a change. We face a big problem on the island. You know one of the big problems on the island? The buy and vote and the sell and vote. This has been going on since our ancestors back in the day. And you know who's suffering now? Us. And you know who will continue to suffer if this continues? The children. Because every time you buy a vote or you sell your vote, a sinkhole ain't gonna get fixed. Every time you sell a vote, a pothole ain't gonna get fixed. Every time you sell a vote, the roads is not gonna get fixed. The library won't get fixed. The education department will get neglected. Look at Sundial School. Since Irma, it didn't get fixed yet. This is the problem. The sports facilities, they got basketball courts, they got parks, all these stuff is gonna be neglected because we are selling our votes as a nation. If we don't care, how can we expect our leaders to care? Look at the sewage and the drainage. We got rivers of sewage water, cesspool water, we call it, running on the road every time it rains. Dutch Quarter, they got children riding through it on bicycles. It's a shame. Look at the projects in Belvedere. Every time we sell a vote, this thing gets neglected. This is why I said I'm going to continue to make a sacrifice to help the people, whether I'm elected or not. Look at GEBE. I was protesting for GEBE for what? A month, 2 months straight. Me and my pregnant cousin. Now you see the baby. That's why I made sure I brought them. And look what's going on. Current could come off any day. I don't know if we have generators in there, but in different districts, current is off all day. All day. Look at the infrastructure on the road. Look at Enya. People walking away, embezzling our people, and walking away with it. This is a problem. This is a problem. And one of the problems is politicians and parties, they spend so much money buying the population that they have to make their money back, a return of investment. They have to make maybe 10 to 100 times that money back. Can we blame them? Because we are the one encouraging them. This is the problem. So I hope this change. There's a lot of things that could be said, but I don't want to take up too much of your time, but look at the permanent jobs and stuff like that. You could barely get a permanent contract, but yet companies could come here and get permanent but can't give people permanent contracts. And what does that happen? You can't open a bank account. You can't get no loan to put furniture or stuff in the fridge. You can't get a loan for house and all them stuff like that. This is a problem. But yet the prices are rising and rising and rising, but the salary ain't rising. How can people survive off of the money we're making right now, minimum wage, when everything high? How can struggling single mothers survive off of the social system right now? When you don't have a permanent job, you can't even get health care. So it's a problem. And this is what's causing the issues in St. Martin. I hope we could take this time and say, look, at least we have somebody that cares. He ain't care about putting on a show. He puts in work. He ain't here for the money, right? Because I could have filled up my list too, but people want to join the party for money. That's why I respect these two men here, because they say, you know what? You don't got to pay us, Nigel. We see your vision. We know what's going on. And we want to take part in moving this country further for our children, for our youth, for our elders. Look at the pension. As I came up here, I've seen some elders, they're saying, boy, hey, we want you to get in so you could look out for us. Because they're struggling. They work so much in their life, paying high taxes, up to like 40% taxes, and then what? And now they retire, they can't get nothing, they can't get enough to pay their phone bill, get food or nothing like that. This is a problem. This is a problem. So right now, vote for righteousness. But I know some people, yeah, you know, I gonna vote for my family. I gonna vote for this person because this my friend. No, I don't believe in that. Vote for the person that wants to sacrifice and serve the people. Don't vote for people that want the population to serve them. Because I show right after election, last election, they turned their back. Just like how I said, they turned their back. People call me telling me, boy, Nigeria was right, you know. Boy, next time, I gonna check for you. Now is your time. Now is your time to make a difference. Now is your time to make a difference. So vote for righteousness. And right now I want to tell my people, we're losing unity on the island. People got to love people as much as they love themselves. I've been to more funerals than reunions. Tomorrow I got a funeral, a cousin, a good supporter who made sure he helped and came, get the signatures and whatnot, Pedrito Arundel, and I got to go to a funeral tomorrow. So this is a problem. So I hope the people could see what's going on. One more thing I want to say. Our politicians get paid too much. Why are they getting paid so much and the minimum wage is so low? That to show you is like a slavery going on. I hope my people wake up. I hope my people wake up. And just remember, today, the difference between ECE, I'm not no longer the one-man party, so the difference between ECE and the other political parties, we was working before elections, we continued working after elections, and we're going to continue working after these snap elections for the people. That's all I got to say, and thank you for having patience with me, because I know a lot of people thought we wasn't going to make it, but like I said, the devil is a liar, and God's will be done. Have a good day, everybody.
In the first place, I would like to direct some words to my candidates. First of all, this URSM has candidates that has proven to stick to the core values and principles of the URSM. If you look good at this political party list, you're going to see candidates that all contested the past election in January 2024. It shows and proves their commitment of putting people and country above self and not using political parties for self-interest. Out of my heart, as leader of the URSM, I really thank you for your commitment to adhere to the bigger picture to serve your country. To the people of St. Martin, unfortunately, we are in a situation again that we are heading to the polls. It proves our immaturity. It proves that this has been done by people that has personal agenda above people and country. But we are not going to give up. The moment I realized the agenda behind what has happened recently that broke this government, I pulled and evoked Article 59 to give back the mandate to the people, for the people to have the tool in their hands again on the 19th of August to show St. Martin and show the world that we are really in need of real people with a good heart and a good intention for the people of St. Martin. I would also like to make use of this opportunity to thank the Central Voting Bureau for gardening a safe, objective, correct election for Country St. Martin. I really want to thank all members of the Central Voting Bureau for the extra mile that they're going, although the fact that they did it in January already, that once more they show their professionalism to organize again, to show the people of St. Martin that we have real democracy in this country. And fourth, I would like to thank all the civil servants of the civil registry. You cannot imagine how much work it is to organize an election for this country. For that, I want to thank all civil servants and all the people involved and committed to organize this election. Out of my heart and out of the heart of URSM, we really want to thank you. And the people of St. Martin, once more, URSM is here to serve you. URSM is counting on you. Thank you.
Good stuff. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you so much for watching Late Night. Till tomorrow, do have a safe and pleasant one. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and of course, those watching me on TV15, thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.